What's up guys, I have a new video today and I'm going to be addressing, well not addressing, but you guys probably live this time in your life. I don't know if you have, please comment if you agree, but here's the video. What was it like in 2014 and 2013? To be honest, that's the best days of my life. I just turned 12 in 2013. Life back then wasn't as it is today, and the kids today are like spoiled little brats. Everyone knows that. But no offense to anyone's kids, but yeah, a lot of kids have got no discipline in their life. But back then, they were actually allowed. You were actually allowed, and it was legally. If your child was misbehaving, you could hit him, like pull on, like slap across the face, like any time. Like that's what was the law back then. It doesn't matter if like, for example, like if these kids these days, right, they get in trouble, right, or don't do it again, they only get a smack on the wrist. As for back in then, like discipline was like a big thing. Like discipline wasn't just like, oh, go to your room, or like you're grounded. No, like discipline was like, what the fuck you doing? You're gonna get you want me to tell your dad or something like that. That's what it was just like back then. It was actually quite good. How do you think I learned my discipline? But yeah, fun thing about it was if you were around about my age at that time, probably 12 or 13. We didn't have fidget spinners. We had something. We had like old school stuff, like Xbox 360. We had the basic technology. You know the technology you have now, like the Xbox One or the PlayStation 4. The technology back then was more like probably like PS3, Xbox 360, PSP, probably PS3, PSP. Probably you guys had it. I don't know. But yeah, that was just like the big massive thing. Now, if you guys can remember this, I don't know if you can, but in the PSP and the DS, like for example, have you guys ever played the DS? The PSP, right? I know some of you guys don't know what the PSP is and don't really see what it is. Basically, it's like a little It's like a portable device. It's like the DS, but it's like DS for PlayStation, and you can't touch screen it. It was just buttons and everything like that, like the PlayStation Vita, but with no touchscreen. Yeah, it was like loads of those back in the day. Like blue, I had my blue one. Mikey had a black one. I had GTA San Andreas, believe it or not, on the PSP. Yes, they actually did sell that. I know. I am very disappointed because it's the best thing about franchise. Other things back in those days, you would either, if you don't play on your Xbox, if you can't be asked to play on your Xbox or anything like that, or watch TV, you just go out and play football with your mates. That's just legit what it was like. If you're like, because where I lived, I never lived like around the north bit. I never really lived in the countryside, like because back in those days, I used to live like in the rich side of Colchester. Colchester's in Essex. If you guys don't know that, but back then in Colchester, at those times, it was all about like style. It's all about style back then. It was like all about, man bags, Nike, Air. I mean, you guys might have it now. Like some of you guys might still wear it because it was a good time. It's never died. But yeah, it was all about that. No one complained about it. Nike, everything like that. Nike, Adidas, everything. And to be honest, I have to say to myself, I kind of was like a little bit of a plastic chap. Well, I thought I was like a proper like gangster. I thought I was like proper hard and shit like that. I thought like all that kind of shit and everything like that, because it was just the time for me to have a happy life. But yeah, back then, if you guys, well, probably still are, You know, you see chavs these days, they don't really, like they do worse kind of stuff. Chavs up north are kind of different than the chavs down south, so this is how I kind of like saw it. Basically, back down south, there used to be, you used to go out with your mates, call up, go on your Facebook, Twitter, whatever, text them, you coming out today, when can you come out, or do you want to meet me somewhere? And they're like, oh, alright, I'll come to yours, or something like that. They come to yours, you go out for a bit, and yeah, I was kind of a troublemaker back then, so back in 2014, 13, probably 14, when I turned 13, I was still a little bit of a big troublemaker back then, because I used to have this friend called Josh, and yep, we kind of got a bit into bad things like shoplifting. Yeah, that was a big thing actually back then. Shoplifting. You get whatever the fuck you want. That was legit how easy the security guards with that shit, and the iOS securities were not good back then, but they are good now. That's why you see much, robbing kind of thing. But yeah, it was like loads of robbing. Because back then nothing was free. You had to pay for it. Back then, like, things were expensive, like really expensive, and I like kind of like lived on the rich part, but like in the like poor, like kind of like sector kind of thing. And like, mate just used to go around shops, go in, steal stuff. No, I'm not joking. We used to like, look, legit, carry a bag. Those Aldi bags? Yeah, we used to have one of those. Ask for one at the till. We used to go up to them, ask for one at the till, walk around the place. Believe it, shit you not. Nick took anything we wanted, put it in the bag, walked out, no problem. Never been caught then, apart from Sports Direct. But that was the most craziest thing in my life. 2014, 2013 was like legit the best. Because like I loved going out to the countryside because I loved like the fields kind of thing. And me and my mate used to go around there every time. It used to be amazing. Back in those days, 2013, it used to be bikes. It used to be a lot about pedal bikes. Yeah, pedal bikes exactly. There's I don't know if you guys remember this, but especially with mountain bikes. BMXs and mountain bikes, that was kind of like a debate kind of thing back in those days. It was either you like a mountain bike or you like a BMX. Now, personally, I always picked the mountain bike, because obviously my dad didn't have enough money back then because he was in the army and he had to use it for other things like bills and crap like that. And the bills were very expensive to soldiers back then, even though it was direct debit. Because my dad was in the army, and as you guys know, I was not in the army, but I was an ex-army soldier's kid. So, yeah, it was kind of a bit crazy. If you lived in those times, 2013, if you lived in those times as an army kid, that was probably when you turned 12, 13, your dad, like, kind of like stops, like, being a dick to you because he knows mentally, you're fucked. But, yeah, that was 2013. 2013 was a good day. I mean, yeah, can't say it. But moving on to 2014. As most of you might know, 2014 was the FIFA World Cup. Obviously, Germany won. Hey, beat you all. But yeah, it was awesome, amazing. Really excited that we beat Brazil that time. I was actually shocked because I was sitting in the living room with my drink, Iron Brew, as you know, usually drink, sitting there. Germany scores, and I'm like, alright, that's cool. This is my opinion, by the way. This is what I saw. This is my point of view. This is like what I saw on the day when Germany beat Brazil 7-1. Yes, 7-1. Semi-finals 2014. The first couple of minutes, Germany score first. Now I'm thinking, right. So my mum goes to the toilet, right? I'm still watching the game. Germany scores again. I say, Mum, come here, Germany's just scored again. She's like, what? Really? Comes rushing in the room, 2-0, we're winning already. And she's like, nah, Couple of seconds later, scored again. We were like, what's going on? And as soon as we hit 5-0, we knew that's it. We were, yeah, we're going in the final now. But that's just Neymar carrying the team. But football was a big thing back then. Football really was a big thing. Every football season there was, then there's football season this year. There's a football season, and can't tell the years. Don't know what the future is. But I think it's 2022. Otar. Yeah, but 2014. If you lived in the rich parts, you get everything you wanted, legit anything you wanted a ball, you get it. If you wanted for example, a bike, if you wanted a bike, they would get you it. That's how legit it made. But 2014, that was one of my best lives because Germany won, and we didn't even have fidget spinners. We didn't have anything like that. The only fidget spinners we had was the twirly things that came off the trees, go spinning around and everything like that. But 2014 was actually when I first got my my sexy Xbox. But yeah, 2014 Xbox One came out. Everybody was excited. I saw a BBC One News trailer for it when they were explaining it. I thought, why not? Why not get it? Xbox One since 2013. Yeah. But yeah, WWE, that was kind of an okay thing. But the main thing, 2013, was sport, football, any kind of sport in the UK. People used to do it. There was no one depressed. Everyone was happy. Everyone was lifted up. Even if you were 16, just if people who are 16 like my age right now, if you were 16 back then, you wouldn't be sad like now. You wouldn't be depressed. You wouldn't be, oh, I want to kill myself kind of shit. You would actually be happy. You would actually be happy because at times, society altogether was different. It was actually quite different. There was no race. There was no racial. There was no racial about that. Believe it or not, there was no racial in 2013 or 2014. Just remember that, little kiddies. But yeah, that's it for today. Just wanted to tell you guys what happened in 2014, 2013, especially the younger ones who probably was alive. I don't know if they was alive, but anyone who was born after 2014 and 2013 looks at this video in the future, they would know. They would know what their dad's been through. But yeah, that was fighting was very low. You only fighted for a reason, for a proper reason. If someone said, "Oh fuck you," you wouldn't just go up to them and smack them back in the day. No, you would just say, "You know what, fuck you too," because people wouldn't get that salty, like they did around here. But thank you for listening. Thank you for listening to my point of opinion. I will be uploading another video too. My camera's gone out, but I'll see you guys later. See ya.